All right. So I guess I should start.
Yeah,
Hello,
let's go for it.
everybody. Welcome to Onboarding Workgroup's Treasury session with Andre from Treasury Guild. Andre, you're welcome to our workgroup, and we're glad to have you here. So I hope everybody learns. I hope everybody have their questions ready because I'm sure there's gonna be questions. So that's it. This is the part where I leave it for Andre to take over. I would say we should clap for him, but we are on a Zoom call. We can't clap. So maybe just use an emoji to welcome Andre. Andre, please say hi to us.
Thank yeah, thank you so much, love. And
Yeah, welcome.
thank you for the onboarding work group for taking the initiative to create the space so we can talk about this. I know we created that dashboard and we never really showed people how to use it. So this is actually perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Can you see this?
See, I'm just going to put a link to the slides in the chat for people.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Okay, so these are the things we're going to cover today. As I go through each of these, if you have any questions, just put them in chat, and then at the end of the session, we can go through all the questions. So we distribute rewards in the Cardano version of the HIX tokens. So if you want to receive rewards, you need a Cardano wallet. So I'll briefly give just a quick overview on Cardano wallets, and then I'll talk a little bit about how the payments are processed. And then I'll show you how the Treasury dashboard works, and then how to find your transaction hash, how to check if you have been paid, where to check if payments were made, and then we'll talk a little bit about the token merge, and there's some extra information there if you want to do some further reading. And then there's also some info on Treasury related meetings that you can attend if you want to get involved. Okay. So the Cardano wallets, just a quick thing. When you create a wallet, the wallet actually lives on the blockchain. So these wallet providers are almost like gateways for you to access the wallet on the blockchain. So when you create a wallet, you get seed phrases that you need to keep safe, and also don't lose these seed phrases and don't share them with anyone, because they are like your private keys. If anyone has access to these seed phrases, they can do with your funds whatever they want. So yeah, these four wallets are the wallets that I know for a fact are compatible with our Treasury dashboard. I'm gonna show you why you want to use these wallets and how they work with the dashboard. There might be other wallets that are also compatible that I'm not aware of, but I do know Yoroi wallet doesn't work too well with the dashboard. So you can have a look at these wallets, and then someone in the community also created this document that shows you how to set up an eternal wallet. Okay, and then next up, how payments are processed. All the work groups have project boards on DWork. If you don't know what DWork is, we do have a meeting where we create course material, where we teach people how to use DWork. So that's on the end of these slides, you'll find information on that. But so essentially these work groups create update these project boards on Dwork every week with new tasks, and then every Tuesday at 10 a.m. UTC, we have a Treasury operations meeting where we export all these tasks, these new tasks, and then we import it into an Excel Treasury tool that was built by Tevo. And we use this tool. Basically, this tool takes all this data and it estimates like labels and dates. And then we look at these values and then make changes if there are any changes that need to be made. And then once we are happy with the data, the tool creates a JSON file that we use to build the transaction in our DApp. Now, if anyone is interested in, if this sounds like something that you'd be interested in doing, you can join these meetings. Right now, we have 5 people that bundle these transactions. So if you're interested in doing it, we can slot you and you can be part of that rotation, and it's also a rewarded task. Okay, so that's how payments are processed. And the next up, I'm going to give you a little overview on how the dashboard works. So if you click on this link in the slides, it will take you to this dashboard. So here you can see all the funds since we started recording, how everything was spent. I'm going to show you 2 examples here, 2 work groups, just to show you how to dive a little deeper if you want to find out something. So if you look at this chart, you can see this is quite high. This is actually something I still need to fix. It's old data. So if we go in here, so you can see it's Treasury Guild. So if you select Treasury Guild, you'll see these 2 months are pretty high. So if you want to know about those 2 months, you just go to the months. And then, okay, so it's 4th and 5th of 2023. And you can select the 4th and the 5th. And then once you've selected all that, it will give you all the tasks for those 2 months. So you can look, okay, what are these? And then you'll see there's a lot of retrospective rewards that we paid out to ambassadors. So it's not really Treasury Guild work. For some reason, when we made those payments, we tagged them with Treasury Guild. So it's something that we need to go back and fix. But I know for a fact the data from the 7th onward, these are all accurate. So I still need to go fix those. Just a little note on that. And then if we look at onboarding, also when you select work groups, just be sure to select one at a time. If you select 2, it's just going to show you the total amount of spending per work group. So if you want more detail, just select 1 and it will show you all the task names for whatever selected months, and also tokens. If you want to view minute tokens, it will add the minutes column. So the minutes are just an indication of the time spent on these tasks. And another thing to note on these tasks, if we look at this, delivering download updates, for instance, that these amounts are the aggregated amounts. So if there were 2 contributors or 5 contributors on this task, then whatever the aggregated amounts they received, these are the aggregated amounts. We can, if we look at this payment, I know this payment happened on this date. So if we looked at this payment, delivered download updates, you'll see there's 2 participants. They each received 23 AJX, 150 minutes each. And if we go back, onboarding, we'll see, select the minutes as well. There you'll see 300. So those are the aggregated amounts for that task. And another cool thing you can see, if you look at all work groups again, yeah, these tokens might be buggy. But if you just stay on AJAX, you should be fine. So this is all the tasks all over since we started recording. And yeah, something cool you can see here is last month we had the highest number of contributors and tasks. So that's pretty cool. And another thing also worth mentioning is, so like the archival work group, they have a different process of doing fund requests. So they do monthly fund requests. So we don't have the, we can't see the tasks in here right now, but if you go to their project board in GitHub, they've got this milestone view where you can view each month. You can view all the tasks for that month. Now, this is something I can build, and eventually will build into the dashboard. So because the data is so structured, we can bring that in here to look similar to the other work groups. Because it's monthly tasks, it will be quite easy to bring that in. But it's something that we still need to build in. So that's just something to take in mind. Like all these work groups work differently. But if they, so if they don't want to use due work, then we use their data. But if they organize their data, then we can still bring it in at a later stage. Okay, I think, another thing, yeah, you can see the quarterly balance of each quarter we get allocated 172,000 AJAX. So yeah, you can see the balances. Now, I also know that from the past also the fund requests tend to come in a bit later. So even though we're in April, people are still putting in fund requests for last quarter. That's just how it's been over the last few months. That's how it works. Okay, that was the dashboard. If you find any bugs or want to see any other features added to this, then please let me know. There are still some other features I'm going to show you now in the next few slides. So let's go to the next one, where to find your transaction hash. So when you get paid, it goes hand in hand with this, how to check if you have been paid. So there are two ways you can look at your wallet. If you go into your wallet, you'll see transaction IDs and type in wallet. It's something like this. Just go into your transaction history and look out for these hashes. And in the slides, I've got an example of how it looks in internal wallet. Another place you can go is in the slides, there's this link to Cardano scan. If you go to that, that is basically the Ambassador wallet. So what you want to look at is if you go to this page, you'll see the latest 20 transactions. So if you want to look at the latest transaction, you can just look at this top hash. That will be the hash of the transaction. And just make sure it's out. If you see in, then it's funds that came into the wallet. But I'll show you now another way to look at when payments are done. But if you have the hash, let's take that hash. think here it is. Okay, so say you've got the hash and you want to find out if you have been paid, then you can go to this page. This is one of the methods. So if you go into your wallet and you see there's a payment, you can copy that hash, paste it in here. This link is in the slides. It's so there's 3 slides for how to check if you've been paid. One of them is entering your transaction ID. There is a link to that page. So it's basically treasuryguild.com/transaction. Then you enter the hash, you submit. Oh my goodness. Let me just reload it. Now it doesn't want to work. That is weird. Okay. It worked a while ago, but once you do that, it should take you to this page. And you can view all the tasks that were paid in that transaction. So, and if you want to view, if you want to know if your wallet got rewarded, you can just connect your wallet and it will show you the tasks in that transaction. But you'll see the rewards you receive. You'll see there's a total amount at the top, and then maybe I can find a better task. Shucks, I don't know, this browser doesn't. Let me go from here. Okay, so let's look at this one. I think I might put 2. Yeah. So here you can see 2 tasks were paid out. So that's how you can filter through the tasks. If you connect your wallet, it will show you what you got paid for. So that is one of the other ways. You know, if you just go to the this website isn't working anymore. Okay, so this, if you go to this page, it is on the slides here. It's this suppose it's the transactions page. It's this link over here. This will take you to this page. Here you can view all the transactions that's ever been done. You can view the balance of the wallet, and you can see how many recipients were in each transaction, and then the tokens for the transaction. And then if you click on view, it takes you to the, here you can see all the tasks. And then, like I showed you, you can connect your wallet to view what tasks you were rewarded for. And then there's a final way of viewing your transactions. It's this one. So if you go to the home page, you can just click on this view all your transactions, and then just connect your wallet. It will take a while to load because it loads all the. So if you do work in different work groups, it's going to show you all the work groups, and it will show. So we are interested in the ambassador one. So here you can see all the contributions you were rewarded for. You can see the transaction date and the date the task was completed. You'll see the work group and the amounts that you were paid, the token amounts. And these are all the contributions. So you can see I started in March last year, and the very first one was participating in a Treasury Guild meeting. So that's pretty much how I got into the ambassador program. Was I started participating in these meetings, and then eventually I joined the process modeling work group, did some work there. And yeah, you can see that did some work for knowledge base, do it PBR. So yeah, you can view all the payments you received from us. So every Tuesday, you can just go to this page, and then you can look if the payment happened. You can see, okay, I received something today, and this is what I received. So that is how you find your rewards, what you got rewarded for. So there are 3 ways: going from the transactions page, entering the transaction ID, and just going to that place where you view all your transactions, and the link is in the slides. And then this one, we had to check if payments were made. There is a channel in the Discord, the Treasury updates channel. You'll see a little money bag there. Every Tuesday between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. UTC, we do those bundling of transactions, and then once we do that payment, there's a bot that sends a message with all the info, and you'll see all these blue text in the message they are all clickable links except for the amounts. So that Cardano scan takes you to the actual transaction on Cardano scan. This dashboard takes you to that transactions page, to this page, and the DX view takes you to this page, to the page of the transaction in the dashboard. And this wallet balance takes you to pool PM. So that is, I can show you. It's basically this. Pool PM just shows you what is in the wallet. So you can see the balance of the wallet. You can see the tokens in the wallet. So that takes you there. And so I think, yeah, that's it for. So every Tuesday, you just keep your eye out on that channel, and then you can, if you want to find out if you were paid, you can click on those links or just do one of these 3 methods. And then regarding the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance token merge, so if you're not sure what to do with your tokens after the merge, they depends on what types of tokens you hold. From what I've read, there isn't any definite action you need to take, but if there are actions required, they will provide like a conversion tool. But if that is the case, then just be sure to follow any links you should follow from official channels. And also, if your tokens are on a centralized exchange, you don't have to do anything. The exchange will change the tokens for you. So if you have AJX on an exchange, it will turn into ASR. And then this link will take you to all the official channels. So if the merge happens and you want to know what to do, just keep your eye on these channels. This is a link to a link tree, I think, yeah. So you would want to keep your eye on. These are all the official channels, so they'll give updates on that. And then if in the meantime you want to read anything further, the onboarding workgroup made this document with official sources of information on this merge, and he has also answered questions about the merger for AGIX holders and the vision paper. You can download the vision paper here. In this vision paper, you will also see section C. There's a whole section about tokenomics, and they explain a little bit about the tokens, how it will change. So that's definitely worth reading. And then lastly, if you want to know anything more about the SNet Ambassador Program Treasury, you can attend these meetings. We have that Tuesday meeting, the operations meeting every Tuesday where we bundle the transactions. Then every second Thursday, there's a Treasury Guild meeting on Thursday, 3:30 p.m. UTC, where they talk about budgets and rules, anything financial activities. If you're interested in that, then you should go to that. And then we have this DWORK PBL meetings also every second Wednesday at 1 p.m. UTC, where we create that course material to show people how to use DWORK so we can get the proper data on the dashboard. And you can find all these meetings on the Google Calendar on this link. And that's it. I suppose we can go to questions. Should I just yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask that if you're done.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I missed the part about ASI merger. Unless there were no details on that. Because I saw it on your slide, so I thought there will be some kind of light thrown more on that, because I honestly don't know much about that merger.
About what? Sorry, I missed it.
The ASI.
Oh yeah. Oh, the merger. Yes.
Yeah.
So I just provided a little information here. Where you can go to, like, if you want to know more about the tokens, what you should do with your tokens when the merge happens, and about the merge itself, you can read about it in this vision paper. It's quite a lot to cover. I don't know if there's enough time to talk about that. It's basically there's three groups. The three groups that will merge: Fetch AI and Ocean Digital and SingularityNet. But this slide on the slides has all the information, and Onboarding's got this link with all the official sources. I hope that helps.
Yeah, it did. I just saw Peter drop a link in the chat, so I guess I'll just check that out later. Thank you, Andre.
Okay.
So guys, I think this is the time for your questions. I think someone asked one already. Umar Clements asked about people that use UROI, whatever that is, because I'm just hearing for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah. So right now, I know I've built that dashboard using a library called Mesh.js, and I know only SIP 30 wallets are compatible. Now, I don't know. I tried to find a list of these wallets, but I couldn't find a list. But all I know is people had trouble with connecting URI to the dashboard. So maybe in the future, URI will do something that makes it compatible. It's up to them and Mesh. Well, I think it's mostly up to URI. But unless I change the way wallets connect to the dashboard, which might also change in the future, because this dashboard will get a revamp at some point, like a complete overhaul. So when that happens, that might change. And if URI still doesn't work, by that time, maybe when it gets to the revamp, URI will work. So right now, unfortunately, it doesn't work. Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah, I guess. Well, that depends on who asks the question.
So,
I think Gogo asked if there are any
yes,
tasks that can be done for the new Treasury Guild members for the
for the
next
next
meeting.
meeting. So,
Yeah.
if you go to the operations meeting, you can just let us know if you want to contribute or if you want to also bundle the transactions, then we can set you up and put you in the rotation. So anyone's welcome to do that. You can just join the meeting and say, look at the process, how we do it, and then you can just say, okay, I'm interested in doing this, and we'll get you set up. So that's how it works in the operations meetings. In the other Treasury Guild meetings, there you can just attend and be part of the conversation. I don't go to those meetings anymore, but I do step in for Devo when he's not available. But those meetings, it's mostly they look at budgets. So if you are very involved in a work group and working with the work group's budget, I think there's other types of meetings you would want to go to. And then the DWork PBL, right now there isn't. We've pretty much completed the course, so there's not much going on there at the moment. Maybe in the future, but right now there's not much going on. You can attend if, but I'm not sure you'll be able to contribute much in those meetings right now. Maybe in the future. So operations meetings definitely. Okay.
So, guys, are there any other questions? Oh, Onyeka, your hand is up. Okay. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I have a question, Andre. So currently now, I don't know if the voting has ended or they are still voting on the ASI major. But currently, is it possible to actually trade your tokens, your AGIX tokens, to USDT, or is it not possible till when the voting has ended and everything?
I know I'm not sure about this voting round, but I remember previous voting round. I think they took a snapshot of the tokens in your wallet on a specific date. Peter might need to help. I think Peter might no. I see he's got his hand up.
No worries. Yeah, so right now there's no action required or even possible. There will be migration tools. This will be in May, and it's basically going to be a smart contract where you it will be similar to Rejuve, if that maybe helps a bit. They had a hard fork, and all you need to do for that is go to a website, connect your wallet. Yeah, it's 2 clicks, and then your tokens become the new token. It will be pretty much the same process, but full instructions and details on that are yet to be communicated. So there's currently no date picked outside of somewhere in May, with the aim being early May. But yeah, as always, kind of things, it won't be released before it's fully functional and safe and secure, of course. So yeah.
All right. So I have another question though. The ASI token, will it be launched again? No, these tokens, like Fetch AI, AGIX, they are all already launched in most of the top CX and DX. So the ASI token, will it be launched again? And will those that are holders of these various tokens, will they have the opportunity to convert theirs before the launch or after the launch?
Well, after, before the token is launched, there's no converting to be, that's not possible. Basically what will happen is the smart contract of fetch tokens will be upgraded or changed to become ASI. So for fetch holders that have their tokens, their FET tokens on FAT native or like FAT layer 1 network, that goes fully automatic. But on Ethereum and also for HIX and Ocean token holders, people will have to migrate. Yeah, there's as mentioned earlier, the exception of centralized exchanges. We're trying to work with pretty much all of them to have this done automatic as well.
All right, so you're trying to say that there won't be any launch. That means it just automatically appear after you migrate.
Yeah, there's no. Well, yeah, technically we do call it a token launch when it's the moment it becomes being a thing on chain, let's say. But it's not. There's no TGE or pre-sale or stuff like that, like a new project token launch would have. In that sense, it's more like a hard fork than a token launch.
All right, all right.
Any other questions?
Yeah. Guys, if you can't speak, you can always type. Because the floor is open for questions.
Yeah, this is Colleen. I have a question.
Yep.
Go on.
I had done some work on D-Work actually for the marketing guild, but it was done on a different upcoming site. But it started walking me through all of these tasks to do, and that was the only place I found these tasks available. And there were like a lot of general things that I had already done in the past, but I went ahead and redid them anyway. But that was done after I had created a new account for SingularityNet. Is there somebody I can talk to about that?
So you did the tasks on a different account name?
Yes, the task was to create a new account with Zeely.
Oh, see. I'm not aware of that task.
I think the best person.
There is a work group that uses Zelia. I can't remember who.
I think was it marketing?
No,
I
the
think that's
writers.
the writers work
The
group.
writers work group.
Yeah, the
Writers?
Yeah.
Writers.
So
Okay,
Kenichi,
so I can ask them.
Kenichi
sorry?
should be reached. Kenichi should be reached out to.
Kenichi, okay.
Yeah, usually if you have questions about your tasks on the D-Work board, the best person to ask is the workgroup lead of the workgroup where you've done the tasks. So that's always the first go-to. Just talk to the workgroup lead, ask them, listen, I've done these tasks. They will tell you if you need to do anything else. Or
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate the information. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah, sorry, I want to ask. This might seem totally unrelated here, but I just want to know. I'm just curious. So if you go AGIX, for example, on your Ethereum, let's say using a MetaMask wallet, right, and then you want to maybe like push it to maybe a Cardano, wallet. What are the steps involved? Or is that possible at all?
I'm not sure if you can do that on an exchange. I'm not sure. I think there might be bridges. I don't have knowledge in that. Maybe I don't know if Peter is still here.
I'm still here, definitely. I just did not get the question on what to do on exchanges. Sorry.
It's so there's he asked if you can change your Ethereum HIX into Cardano HIX. What is there?
Well, right now, KuCoin does offer withdrawal in both Ethereum or Cardano. You can choose. But on the platform itself, they don't differentiate. And I think so far that's the only centralized exchange that has that. If you are having it in a private wallet, let's say personal wallet, you can use, I'll put it in the chat as well, the link. It's bridge.singularitynet.io. There, yeah, you can go wallet to wallet yourself. But on an exchange, on the platform itself, there's no distinction. Only when you withdraw, you can, for some, specifically KuCoin, you can choose between Ethereum and Cardano.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so when you use exchanges, when you withdraw AJAX, obviously you need to make sure you withdraw to the right network when you enter your address.
Yeah, definitely. Don't try and be smart withdrawing Ethereum tokens to the Binance network, for example.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot of hassle to resolve, if it's even possible to resolve. So, yeah, do take care.
Yeah. Okay.
Are there any other questions, guys? I think. Okay, that wasn't a question. Okay, this is weird.
I don't see any other questions.
Yeah, it seems nobody has any more questions.
Well,
And
Sorry, I have a question for Peter again on the ASI measure.
Sure.
So, Peter, I get what you said, but I didn't get the initial question I asked. I didn't get the answer to that. So, I meant currently now, can I actually sell my AGIX? Like, is there any restrictions on it now due to the voting or due to the measure on anything?
No.
Can I actually convert it to USDT?
Yes. Yeah, the token, also after the merger, the AJAX token as it is right now will remain. It's not going to disappear. Utility and DeFi incentives and such will focus on the new token. There's not much use in incentivizing the use of the old token. But it will remain. You can keep it for years if you prefer. And smart contracts to do the migration, they will keep the same ratio it has right now. So for AJAX, it's 0.43 ASI tokens you're getting for it. That will remain basically without end deadline. And small note on snapshots, there's not really a snapshot. Like the ratios are, in a way, that's based on some kind of snapshot, but that's based on market cap rather than specific wallets holding specific tokens.
Okay, but if the conversion rate for AGIX is 0.43 and for Fetch AI is 1:1, isn't it just advisable to sell off in USDT and get more Fetch to get the ASI token?
Well, you'll find that if you want to transfer your AGIX to FAT, you will have about the same ratio. So the token is more expensive. That's why the difference in ratio is there.
I didn't get that. Sorry.
Well, basically, if you want to buy Fetch right now, per token are expensive than AGIX. So you will end up like $100 of.
Oh yeah, that's true.
$100 in ASI. It will be less tokens, but let me actually grab a. I can paste it in chat. There's a little calculator, which, well, you can just play around with and might help a little bit with understanding. I shared it in chat now. It's from a community member from Oceanside, I believe. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, there you can see the different numbers. So there might be a bit of arbitrage opportunity right before the token goes live. But yeah, this is going to be in the very marginal, like maybe 1 or 2%. Like it might make sense to buy Ocean, then change that into ASI, or the other way around. But the market will that's at least that's the experience in history. Market is quite efficient at making these margins very quickly, very small. So yeah. I hope that somewhat.
Thank you. Yeah, it helps.
So Volga asks he's interested in joining the Treasury Guild in the Ambassador program, and how can the tasks be done in this Treasury Guild? So the best way is just to join the meetings, and right now the operation meetings have you are able to contribute in those meetings if you want to do tasks. So in the operation meetings, there's definitely tasks you can do, and that's basically that bundling of transactions. And the other meetings, you can attend the other meetings if you want to see what they are about, but I'm not sure they are actual tasks you can contribute in them right now, as they are mostly just about rules. Whatever usually facilitates those tasks, unless you want to facilitate those meetings, then you can talk to Teva and he can get you up to speed. So just attend the meetings, and then if you want to contribute in any way, just talk to the work group lead or whoever's facilitating. You can ask them how you can contribute. Onyeko, you've put your hand up.
Yeah, one last question, the major. Sorry. Once the ASI token is live, would we as ambassadors be paid in ASI or in AGIX?
Once it's live, we will receive rewards as ASI tokens. So
All right.
that conversion happens, then we'll start receiving. Everyone will be paid in ASI tokens. Oh, I'm not sure if it will be immediately. Maybe the Treasury will just have to adapt a little bit, but it will be pretty much the same time.
Yeah, I think if we have some balances left in AGIX, we can do the migration from our side with some of those fees. That should be, yeah, probably like $10 cost, saving a lot of effort for all users.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. Just from AGX, like I said, the swapping. Talking about swapping token. Clement, you mentioned something about an error once you input to receiving wallet. Where is this?
Yeah, so I said I got the instruction there where I think Sukri said I could get my address on KuCoin and then maybe like insert, but I think I tried that once and then it showed me error. In fact, I've even tried to send directly from my MetaMask, but then I don't think it's compatible. So
Yes.
What wallet do you use, Clement?
So I use MetaMask, I use Yoroi, and I use Eternal as well.
Okay, so if you like, I use Eternal, so I think for Eternal is just easy. I just add token, which is the AGX, and then I send you the KuCoin address that's on the Cardano blockchain.
Okay. What I'm actually saying is that I want to send some tokens from my MetaMask, and I have AGX on Ethereum network.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So that's what I was actually asking. So this AGIX is on my MetaMask wallet, but it's on an Ethereum network. So now I want to send it to a Cardano network, right? So now, like I was asking, like, is there any like a swap procedure like I'll need to undertake? That's what I meant.
Yeah, you have to bridge it, I think. But if ultimately your goal is to swap to USDT, like you could just send it to KuCoin. KuCoin also has that option for AGX2 and for AGX.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give it a try. Thank you.
Okay, so you're trying. Try with just one AGX, okay?
Yes, that's standard procedure.
Sukru, do you mean that KuCoin has the Ethereum address for AGIX? I've not tried it before.
It depends on the wallet you use. I use Eternal, and Eternal is like a Cardano wallet already. So my AGX is already in Cardano blockchain. So I just send it directly to AGX and Cardano blockchain and KuCoin. So it just goes there directly. I don't need to swap to ADA or any other thing first of all.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Andre, it seems you've stopped screen sharing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's that's kind of the end of your.
Yeah, I think we've seen all the slides. We answered questions. If there are more questions, happy to answer. But,
I doubt that.
Okay.
Peter has a hard stop, I think. Okay. Sure, Peter. Have a nice day. So, guys, since we're at the or almost at the end of the session, I would like to ask: is there any other business? We're 1 minute away.
I was just going to say that Onboarding Workgroup, who's organised this session, meets every Thursday in the same slot, the 1300 UTC slot. And if anybody's not already a member, it'd be cool to see you there.
Yes, guys, we'd like to see you next week Thursday. And Colleen said she will be there. Great. I'd like to see you there. So, if that's the only other business we have, thank you so much, Andre, for today. I got to learn one or two about the Treasury. So I'm really grateful. Thank you so much for coming here.
Yeah, and thank you for facilitating, helping me take questions, and introduction, and everyone at onboarding, and everyone who attended.
Yeah, you're welcome, Andre. So, guys, I guess we're coming to the end of today's session.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming. We have
Thank you.
come to the end of today's session.
All right. See you next week.